Good morning. Another day, another mission. Welcome to Cause, Creating and Understanding Self-Empowerment. It's important that I start putting that in because this is the title that this podcast will be under. This is all about empowerment. I'm trying a lot of things. It's like right now I got a light to see if it become better by turning on the light. Everything triumph always come from trying. You just got to try many things, and don't be scared. I'm glad I got the courage to try many things that other people won't. But I always tell a story about how a small creature of a spider is able to spin a web bigger than itself. And not only that, his dinner is always something that he caught in the web that's bigger than him. Although it don't get no bigger, but his work does. So sometimes, you just got to stay consistent at what you're doing, and not be afraid. And I know, it's like I told you, a few of y'all before that, some years back, I used to teach public speaking and also believe and achieve. And that, I guess that's what made me who I am. I told the public speaking came before that, and even before I came to jail, a lot of people didn't know me to dance. Although I didn't dance, I participate. But I told the person, I said, once you get down public speaking, man, you're not scared to do anything in front of a crowd. So I know the development from that gives me the courage to do what I'm doing right now, to just go forward and in the direction where I'm going. I know I just got to keep on going, and creating content, getting better at it. So, this is like this is intellectual capital that I'm using, with you all on this podcast. Like I used to tell a lot of guys when we come to my classes and stuff, I say, this is not my class. This is our class. This is intellectual capital. It's about what I get from you. And I'm better at having people in front of me than I am here. But I know that this could get better as I go, All I got to do is just stay at it, And yesterday was a great day for me. I was able to go out and I seen another part of the city, the suburbs outside in Metairie. I had to go to American Best to check on my eyes, and get some glasses, But it didn't work like I wanted, but I mean, that's still a process, Sometimes when you're doing walk-ins and on the weekends, it's like running into an avalanche of people. So I would have to go back out and get that done. But the hardest part is behind me now, Also, like I told you, I got a job, my boss, he ran for office last night, I woke up, I wanted to see what happened, great guy, I mean, this guy, have accomplished a lot of things in life, Norris Henderson, and I'm glad to be, someone that he know, because it's making a difference in my life, But anyway, some things are happening, and it's all about, going forward, trying to get things to run parallel with what I'm doing with this podcast and my mission with other things, And like I said yesterday, some people know about what I'm going to do, and I mean, pretty much what I'm going to do is really just launching because, everything is already developed on what I want to do. Now, this is in this little infant stage, and but I'm pregnant with it, so it'll get better and better. It'll get better. I'd probably say that better infant stage because I have already gave birth to it already. So every morning I come out. Hopefully I could say something. That makes a difference to you. And because that's what I have learned, trying to impact somebody's life with something that I know, something that I can say, and it's like, it don't matter whether, everyone that listen to the podcast is motivated by what I say. It's like if I'm able to say one thing and one person got something out of it, well, that have made a bigger difference. I often used to tell people that, I read in Campbell Soup for the Soul, there was a story where this guy, he was walking on the beach and a lot of jellyfishes had came up on the shore, right? And it was like thousands of them, and so he went to picking them up as he walked, throwing one by one back into the ocean, and someone seen him. He said, man, what are you doing? You can't throw all those jellyfish back into the ocean. He said, well, I know that, but guess what? That one, it made a difference. So sometimes if it's just that one, it makes a difference. You have accomplished something, because when you get older in life and you understand it's your watch, that a lot of things have became messed up because it was your watch. I often say, like, a lot of older guys, they quick to say how the young people are messed up. But I'm quick to tell them that's our sons because we left them, And I mean, a person can't walk the truth when they don't know the truth. And I know during my time of coming up, my shift, I was born in the late 50s. So when I was growing up in the 60s and the 70s, little did I know I was in a generation that was dying and a new generation was emerging. It wasn't my mama generation, it was my generation. So when I turned a teenager, like in 71, 72, it's like we didn't want to be a Black Panther, we was more or less about the street, we was probably trying to figure out where the Black Panthers held their ammunition at, we was just different people, and things. So, little did I know, like, some of the narratives that was being pushed on us we was being influenced by it, So as a result of it, when you get shaped by someone else's narrative, you start behaving in a way that the narrative wants you to go. And which was, some of the movies that came out, the Mac, Superfly, all these particular things. And we had nobody to guard us against it. So when we start growing up and some of us, start, having sex and having babies, we are like, we young people that don't really know nothing. So, I mean, the only thing can come out of a person is what's in him. So how could you be a good parent when in fact you don't even know how to be it? Especially like people like me, that didn't start off right, period, even in terms of the household of my parent. So my thing is, I just feel like I got a responsibility, man, because that was my watch. Many of us that was born in the late 50s and the early 60s, it was our watch. And we messed it up, So, I know it's getting worse and worse. So I tell people right now, it's like, what we think is bad right now, 2 years from now, this is going to be the good old days because stuff is happening so fast, I mean, what is a scientific breakthrough today? It will be obsolete probably in the next year, because change is happening exponentially, and but anyway, I went a little further, but then I watched a few people podcasts and they have went further than me, so I'm just experimenting with it, and hopefully, you understand that what I'm trying to do, I'm doing it with conviction, and that makes a big difference, when you put things in your heart, it's supposed to come out in your conversation, and you motivated not by, just your commitment, but also the will of God that, that have put this will in your heart, So anyway, I just, again, I'm just telling you some things that I feel, and sometimes, you understand things, and you can't explain it. It's like, I know how my watch works, but I can't explain the gadgetry in it to you, A lot of things you understand on the inside. And then sometimes you might can explain things better than others, So it's all about making a difference, with your life, because I tell you, like I said, I remember when I first started writing books, little did I know, those books was writing me, while I was in jail, I was an inmate, but I was becoming an author, so, it's all about becoming, like I said, now I'm starting to become, an influencer with this, because I'm going to get better with this, because I'm determined to get better than this, So on that note, I might have spent more time than I thought. So just be patient with me. Have a great day.